Hey guys, I want to show you my favorite way to warm up for the squat or really any lower body day. So you can follow along or take notes and just kind of take it with you when you go to warm up for your squat. So I like to start with 10 hinge patterns. So I'll just stand with my feet hip width apart, slightly rotate my knees out, engage my core, start to tilt back, reaching my butt back and arms forward, gazing down at the floor. And then come back up just to regular standing. Start to coordinate my breath to my body, just big inhale forward and big exhale as I come back up to standing. And you should go to the point of your hamstring length. So once you feel like a good stretch, a big elongation forward, that's when you stand. Good, just a couple more times. It's just a good way to start to get into it. Perfect. Then I go wide, side to side, so toes out, heels in, like a stationary lateral lunge, but I'll actually go as deep as I can possibly go, and then walk it to the other side. You can even allow the toe and the kneecap on the straight leg to turn towards the sky, and just walk it over, kind of like a yoga skandasana for those of you who know yoga. So just walk it over, work into it, only going as low as you can, keeping that heel on the floor. And then I'll go to one side, turn towards my foot, come into like a low lunge, drop the left hip down, and reach the right arm to the sky. Greatest stretch alive. And then add on, come onto the outer blade of both the feet, reach the hand back, and you can just kind of hang out there and stretch that outer right hip into the IT band. And walk the hands forward again. Sometimes I pulse it out here, just find as much mobility as I can through that hip. Just make it dynamic though, bouncing it. And then that's it, walk it to the left now. Find that big stretch into the hips. And then now I'll turn towards my left hip into that low lunge. Or lizard lunge. Okay, yogis. And then greatest stretch alive, bring that left arm up. Then reach that left hand towards the back right heel, coming onto the outer blade of the feet. Stretch into the left glute. And then come back forward, bounce into the right hip. Then I'm at a good position where I can just tilt my body into a low squat. As low as it is for you. And then I'll shift side to side, work into my ankles, keeping my chest up high. My right ankle's a little more stiff, so I'll feed it that way a little bit more. And then from here, I'll go from a low squat to a hamstring stretch. Inhale. Actually, I inhale as I come down, and I exhale for that hamstring stretch. Breath in, breath out. Just a dynamic warm up, getting the blood flow. And the more you mobilize here, it allows you to keep that mobility and then strengthen it with the squat, you know? Let's go 2, 1. Good, now you can come down and we'll start with the right foot. Keep the right foot flat. The big toe is planted on the floor. And I'll just take the right knee and I'll just guide it out as far as I can. You're working on tibial internal rotation. The tibia kind of internally rotates as I do this. And you need to do this action to get into a low squat. You can see how my knee would do that for a proper squat. So you're just feeding that mobility, working that squat movement, just like 10. And then 10 on the other side. Make sure that whole entire foot is grounded, planted, and then go for it. Just get like 10 per side. 3, 4, 5. You're not doing this like lackadaisically. You're really finding the end range, what feels good for you. Then we'll start warming up a little bit more muscle group. So we'll do a side plank to a clamshell. You can always put a band around your knees, but I want to show you, you can do it without equipment too. So modified side plank, elbow under the shoulder, and then Knees are slightly in front of you. As you lift your hips up and forward, the top knee opens, my foot stays together. Squeeze my top outer glute and lower back down. Just do like 10 or 15 of these. 3. Exhale, squeeze your core, squeeze your glute. Already into the mind muscle connection. Start getting serious about your workout. There you go. 8, 9, 10. Let's go 15, 11, 12, never holding your breath. Make sure you're stacked. 13, joints are stacked. 14, 15, awesome. Other side. Perfect. Stack the shoulder above the elbow. My forearm is planted, my knees are slightly in front of me. Lifting my hips up so my shoulders, knees, hips are in one line. And come back down, lifting the top leg, squeezing the outer butt. Whew. And warm up those hip rotators, your core. This is a really good one. 6, 7, 8, 9, you got this. 10, this is gonna make your squat even better. So don't skip it. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good. Then we'll go into bird dog. I like to do one side at a time and then pull the hand and the knee together. So find that tabletop, engage your core, make sure the shoulders and the hips stay level as you reach opposite arm, opposite leg forward. Don't go so high that you arch your back. Keep that core closed, ribs down, hip bones rolling up so you feel the core super tense. And pull elbow to knee for 10, 9, tension in the body. 7, make as big of a contraction as you can as you crunch inwards and reach out for 4, 3, 2, 1. To the other side. Level out your hips and your shoulders. Engage your body for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. While I'm here, just crank out a cat-cow. Good for the spine. Awesome. Then I'm gonna go to a barbell. Hold it. Find a little bit of a hinge position. Then I'll do a hip airplane. So my right leg will start back with my hips square to the floor. Then I'll just draw my right leg over towards the left as I pull my left hip back and just feel a little stretch in the outer left hip. And then level it back out. Just dip it down and lift it up. Nice. I'll just do like 5 of these. 4, 5. And the other side, stand on my right leg, lift my left leg back, and we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Almost there. I'm gonna take this bench. Can you see? Put my foot on it. Yeah, you can see. And then I'm gonna work on ankle mobility. So I'll just take my hands on my right knee and drive it forward as far as I can until I feel like a stretch in the calf or just my ankle is stopping the movement. And again, like 5 to 10, but not just in and out. You're pushing it. You're finding where you feel the stretch. Find where it's kind of challenging. At least something's working, you know, you're pushing the edge. Go to the other side. You'll find maybe one side is a lot stiffer than the other. You can work on that one a little bit more. My right one is way stiffer because I've sprained that ankle numerous times playing volleyball and Fell down the stairs once. Not my proudest moment. Cool, so do a few of those. Then we'll go up to the barbell and just do like a squat hold at the bottom of it, holding onto the edge. So just kind of bring it down. Although you can't see the whole thing right now, you can tell I'm at my lowest squat. And move with it, be intuitive. You don't have to just hold, you can sway, open up the hips a little bit. Yeah, like 30 seconds. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then I'll add in a little bit of a dynamic kick. Forward, and then to the side. You know, just finding that body's natural joint fluid, the synovial fluid. And then to the side a little bit. Make sure you're not gonna kick anything. Cool. And then I'll go right into the squat and I'll pause a little bit at the bottom. So I'll get the bar on my back and then pause like 2 or 3 seconds at the bottom. Make sure my core is working, my squat looks good. My breath is coordinated. Start get the playlist set up. And from there, that's my whole squat warm up. It'll help keep your body safe, find the best squat depth you have, and start to improve. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you have questions, drop them below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and let me know if you like more follow along videos or you know what you want to see next.